This podcast is brought to you by our awesome Anime Addicts community. If you want to join the community and get all of our extra content, our hobby addicts, our hentai episodes, and our after parties, you can go to aapodcast.com/join or Patreon, help out the show. It's going to be a lot of fun having that extra content. It'll keep you busy throughout the week. And of course, we appreciate it as well. Again, that's aapodcast.com/join and Patreon. And now, time to start the podcast.
Get ready! You're about to listen to the Anime Addicts Anonymous podcast. Make your anime addiction worse at aapodcast.com. And now, here are your anime addicts.
Welcome into the 712th episode of the Anime Addicts Anonymous podcast, where our sole mission is to make your anime addiction worse. As I grab my cat off this little ledge here, I'm now holding him. Welcome to the podcast, wherever you're listening from. Scuba divers, grocery shoppers, grass cutters, snow shovelers, and everywhere in between. Thanks for listening to our podcast today. We're so happy to have you. You can watch us live on Twitch. Oh, let them know, Mako. You can watch us live on Twitch at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am your host, Mitsugi, today, and I'm joined by Caroline in frozen New York. How are you, Caroline?
I'm good and frozen. I am, as you can see, cold. And that has been the week. That has been the experience this week for most people in my area.
We also have Pancake, who's here to drink.
What the fuck up? I'm here to ruin the podcast and derail everything, like always.
All right, well, without further ado, if you want to follow us, you can do so on Twitter. We're on TikTok. We're on Facebook. We're on We're everywhere. Instagram. You can find us pretty much everywhere. We're on Discord. If you go to your browser, you type AAA discord.com. It literally will take you directly to our Discord. You don't have to get an invite from me or Caroline or anybody else. You just join for free, hang out with the crew over on the Discord as we approach 3,000 members on our Discord. And of course,
like an Avatar The Last Airbender watch party right now, and it's pretty fun.
You see
that?
So
you can join us on Discord for that.
Where are you guys at right now?
We are almost finished with season 1. We are like 4 episodes away from finishing season 1, and the goal is to finish it all by the beginning of March for the live orchestra concert, because one of the people that are going to the concert hasn't seen Avatar at all, even though he's got tickets to go see the Avatar orchestra concert. Wow. So we're like, we gotta fix that, and we've been fixing it.
Are you a big fan of Avatar, Pancake?
I wouldn't say I'm like a super fan like Caroline. Like, I don't think it's like the best show ever. I do appreciate the care and the different types of martial arts that they took into consideration, and I think they did a really great job fleshing out different characters and different character types throughout that series, as well as showing the importance of teamwork and friendship.
Oh, teamwork and friendship.
That's important.
Wow. That's puke-tastic.
Puke-tastic?
Just too sweet. You know, I'm getting cavities just hearing you guys talk about it. So anyway, so join the Discord, and you too can engage in anime watch parties with some friends. Make some friends, watch some Avatar, watch some whatever you want to watch. Today, we're going to be watching some anime on this podcast. We're going to be doing a drinking game watch-along to none other than probably the most wild anime of the season, although I haven't seen nearly all of them, Gushing Over Magical Girls, episodes 1 and 2.
Mitsugi, can I just tell you something?
Yes, you can.
I am gushing just thinking about watching this show again.
See, Caroline, I didn't even make the comment that time. It came from, that was all Pancake. I'm innocent. I've done nothing. In fact, Pancake polluted me. I used to be normal.
Okay.
Then we got married, and she just turned me into a freak.
That's
so
not true.
Oh, okay.
Don't be a liar. I also wanted to bring up a little birdie told me
Uh-oh.
that
Oh, God.
they will be talking about Perfect Blue on the Discord this week.
No way!
Oh, yes, for
and
Anime Club.
that happens to be one of my most favorite movies of all time.
My most favoritist of favorites.
Yes, so I don't know. Maybe I'll come in and wreck that shit too.
Yay, please do.
Somebody has to remind me. I'm too busy during the week. Just remind me.
All right, so I'm going to delete the section on here for the impressions that includes Mason because he's a big
Loser.
a big loser, a big abandoned man. Not just kidding. We love Mason. Today, since there's no Mason, as Pancake's just like drinking liquor.
You're
before we
topping
even-
it off. You're barely even. It was pretty full there, Pan.
Listen, I just wanted it to be a little bit more full, and I want to keep it cold because I like my blue juice cold.
Yeah. Well, I just want you to know that I am extremely hungry right now, and I'm drinking straight whiskey. So that might.
Oh my God.
That could go very badly.
Oh God. These impressions are going to be so chaotic.
Well, they are almost all ecchi shows. So we're going to be doing a review on Fluffy Paradise, which we'll get to it. Gushing Over Magical Girls. So we're gonna get a somewhat of a impression during the main topic. My instant death skill is so overpowered. Tales of Wedding Rings, A Sign of Affection, and
There's
two more here. The Seventh Time Loop. Of course, the Villainous. See when Caroline's picking her animes, she literally just goes to the browser, Control F, find, types in the word villainous.
I do not.
Oh, you don't.
I am
You don't
very
do this.
particular, and I look through almost everything that's on the list, and I picked this one not because it had villainous in it, but because it has some of my favorite tropes in it.
Well, you're entitled to whatever you want. The villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy. That's an oxymoron.
Oh, I will let you know what all that means later, Mitz.
Okay. And also, so we have one anime with an extremely long title, and then the next one is just Ishura. That's it. So.
What about A Sign of Affection? You just skipped right over
No, I
that.
didn't. I said it.
Nope, he mentioned it.
Okay, well, it didn't
Hey,
get enough.
pipe down, peanut gallery. Drink your blue juice. Be
I
satisfied.
thought you were going to call her a penis.
Oh, you're a penis. How you
You're
like
a
that?
cock.
Oh, well.
No
I do have
peen.
one. No peen.
peen.
Team no peen.
peen.
Team no peen is rising up.
Rise up.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, without further ado, let's get to the big news of the week.
大ニュースです It's time for big news of the week.
The most awkward award show of the year, the Crunchyroll Awards, has revealed its 2024 nominees, and it's extremely unoriginal. We'll see if there's anything missing from this list. The nominees are Bocchi the Rock, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer. I do not agree with this Demon Slayer pick at all, but I guess it has to be on there.
But the animation.
To be fair, you never saw this one.
I did. I saw.
No,
Oh,
this
no, I
is
didn't see
Swordsmith
it.
Village.
Yeah,
We didn't
I
watch
didn't.
that.
Yeah, well,
But it probably, even if it is the worst arc of Demon Slayer, whether or not it is, I have no idea. It probably would still be on here.
I have no idea.
The animation alone.
Yeah. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, which we reviewed last week, and I received at least 6 pieces of hate mail for. Literally.
Don't be a hater, and then you won't get hate mail.
I thought it was pretty reasonable. I gave it a 7 out of 10. If that's not good enough, go F yourself. Oshinoko, and just kidding, I love you all. Vinland Saga Season 2, which if that doesn't win, I'm going to be so irritated because the rest of this is literally just idol. It's literally idol girls and shonen. That's what we've got here. Bocchi the Rock, idol girls. Chainsaw Man, shonen. Demon Slayer, shonen. Jujutsu Kaisen, shonen. Oshinoko, idol girls. And you're left with Vinland Saga. So if that shit doesn't win, I'm going to be mad. Any takes,
Is
guys?
there something missing from the list? I can't remember what's eligible for this
Well,
one.
you can just click the link above and check it out for yourself.
Well, those are the nominees. I don't know if it includes which ones were eligible.
Well, so
Never mind.
they break it into some other category. I mean, so how do you guys feel about that list? Is that a good list? I mean, I think it's probably most of the best shows, but
Yeah.
I mean, I can probably tell you that it's not going to be Demon Slayer. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be either Jujutsu Kaisen Oshinoko or Vinland Saga, but I don't know. I don't know what I feel. I was gonna say not Vinland Saga, so Oshinoko or Jujutsu Kaisen, just because they are way more talked about, popular. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I agree with you. Oshinoko is one of those shows that girls just really like. Like my sister-in-law, she watched that all in one night. She got so obsessed.
She ain't your sister-in-law yet.
Well, pretty much my sister-in-law. And I don't know. Jujutsu Kaisen, Mappa just like blew their load on that animation. So.
What about Chainsaw Man? They did Chainsaw Man as well.
Oh yeah.
I feel like the hype of Chainsaw Man has kind
it's
of
died
lowered.
Down though. It's dwindled. It's towards the end of the year. Like
listen,
so long ago.
If it was, if they had included the fall shows last year, then I think it had a shot. But now that it's a fall 2022 show in these 2023, or I guess it's technically 2024, but it's alongside these other recent shows, I don't think it can stand a chance, really.
I would just tell you, I don't think that Jujutsu Kaisen has a shot at this. I think, and I don't think Demon Slayer does either.
You don't think Jujutsu Kaisen is major?
The only reason why I say that is because Chainsaw Man was just as major, and it's the first season. So I think people are going to be busting nuts over Chainsaw Man. So personally, I think it's either going to go to Chainsaw Man or Oshinoko. That's what I think.
I don't think so.
I don't agree. I think it's going to come down. I think Jujutsu Kaisen is going to beat out Chainsaw Man just because it came out more recently.
Yeah.
Wow. Chainsaw Man gets no love. You heard
I
it here.
I fucking love Chainsaw Man. Like, I'm caught up with the manga and all that shit, but like, it's so long ago. People are gonna be like, Jujutsu Kaisen, I just watched that. That was fucking amazing. You know?
Yeah.
For best film, there is something missing from this list. Black Clover, Blue Giant, Kaguya-sama Love is War, Psycho Pass, Suzume, First Slam Dunk. What's missing?
Boy and the Heron.
Oh, where's the fuck's Boy and the Heron?
No respect at all.
Is it eligible in this?
I don't see why it wouldn't be.
I don't know. It just could be due to the timing of things because aren't they? Because last year they did not include fall 2022 shows, and that's why Chainsaw Man is on here. And Boy and the Heron came out in the fall winter season of 2023.
I mean, you might be right, but I don't know. I think that whole thing is really stupid. Like if you're saying they don't do the fall season.
Yeah, it doesn't really make much sense.
It doesn't make sense.
That means the Boy and the Heron won't be eligible till the following year, and no one will even remember that it exists by then. That's just stupid.
It was so good. I almost cried.
I still want to see this.
Really? You liked it that much, huh?
Oh my gosh, it was so, the themes in it just got me, and then all of it coming, you don't even want to get me started. I've already had a little bit, so. Anyway.
You need like a drop of someone talking like they're drunk.
I'm sure we'll get some choices for that.
I can't feel
today.
my lips.
My nose has gone numb.
So what I want to watch, I still haven't seen the Slam Dunk movie, and I'm a big Slam Dunk fan, so I really need to see this movie. I don't know. I guess I can probably just find it online. Maybe I have my laptop here because I was watching UFC last night, so maybe I can just pull it up online. So,
but between these choices, I think it's most certainly going to be either Kaguya or Suzume.
First Slam Dunk was big. It did $100 million in Japan, and it has probably the highest rating online of any of these movies.
Sure, but I mean, Crunchyroll is a pretty Western streaming service. So, and if people are going to be voting in the Crunchyroll awards, they're probably not going to be primarily Japanese.
First Slam Dunk's got an 8.8. Suzume 8.3. I don't know. You're probably right. Sports doesn't get any respect, and Slam Dunk's 20 years old, so probably no one gives a fuck.
And then there's also the fact that Slam Dunk requires a prior interest in the property, and Suzume's a standalone film.
I think Slam Dunk, I haven't seen it. It might be a compilation of like the original series, but I'm not 100% sure. But is there any chance any of you, I know Pancake's not, I know we're not going to watch it. Caroline, you going to watch the Crunchy Awards?
No, I never actually watched the awards. Like, I'll be interested to see what wins, but not even that interested, to be honest.
I just want you to know, and this is total bullshit, I pulled up the website that has all the categories, all the nominees. I did my Control F, like a good boy. Typed in the word villainous. Not a single title.
Blaspheme!
What the fuck? Get your pen out, write a letter. Fuck them up. Let them know.
I actually will not say that villainous shows are great in typical times, but I fucking love them.
All right. Well, what is your big news of the week?
All right. Well, Crunchyroll has announced the international theatrical dates for Demon Slayer 2 Hashira Training, starting on February 21st. And just so there isn't any confusion on what exactly this movie will include, because last time people were pissed because they went to a Demon Slayer movie and they realized, oh my god, this is a compilation film with like a little bit of extra new stuff in it. This movie will revisit the finale of the Swordsmith Village arc with a sneak peek of the Hashira training arc. So therefore, in similar situation, only a small portion of this movie will be new story. So just so everyone knows, and they can't complain.
So what
if they
you're saying
accidentally go
is,
to see a movie and it's not what they wanted. So
what you're telling me, Caroline, is that this is a cash grab.
Possibly.
Yes.
The theatrical release for the United States will be on February 23rd, and there's a special advanced fan screening on February 10th in New York City with special guest voice actors Natsuki Hanae and Hiro Shimamoto and producer Yuma Takahashi. So if you are a major Demon Slayer fan, I don't know if you can get tickets for that or not, but you can certainly give it a shot.
I don't really like it. I don't think it's movie tickets are so expensive, and in Japan it's even worse. It's like they're literally like $30 a ticket in Japan. Literally, I know it's shocking. I was blown away when I went to Japan and found that out because I did attend like 3 movies while I lived there, and I wouldn't want to be spending effectively 3 months of Crunchyroll to watch a movie that's just going to be essentially the anime that's going to come out all over again. But I don't think that'll stop people from watching it, so they'll just go watch it anyway.
Yeah. I can't say that I understand their reasonings either, but I'm sure it's probably because they just like seeing something on a big screen and with sound or good sound effects and all that. But yeah. Demon Slayer has to be one of the most theatrical released anime in current times right now. Like, they have had so many theatrical releases.
For its short, like, amount of episodes, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got, 48 episodes or so at this point and already has, like, 3 movies. Well, I mean, that's because the first movie made, like, a fuck ton of money, so of course they're not going to let that go.
People love Demon Slayer.
They love
so
it.
Much. Like, my best friend, she is not a huge anime watcher. She fucking loves Demon Slayer.
I just don't get it.
Fucking loves it.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's a great entry for new anime fans that haven't already watched a ton of shonen because truly, I don't think Demon Slayer does anything really groundbreaking. It looks better than most, but if you're new sort of or you don't watch a lot of anime, like your friend, let's be honest. I mean, I probably watch more anime in a month than she watches in a year. So, to her, maybe she hasn't seen Hunter x Hunter, Yu Yu Hakusho, and the 700 other shonen shows, and maybe it's just like fucking mind-blowing. So, I don't know. But there's always a new generation of people to watch everything. Anyway, so there's a weird anime coming out about an elf, an overweight elf.
Oh, I saw the
What a fucking
promo
bizarre
art for
concept
that.
of this.
I'm like, that's, ugh.
So, this isn't really big news. I just wondered if anybody had any thoughts because it seems bizarre. But it's about a massage therapist who heads home for the day when he runs into a patient who is an elf lady who they describe her all these ways, blah, blah, blah. Everything's normal for an elf except one thing, her bodacious body. Now, I don't... the picture, I don't know, I'm not sure what bodacious means, but it turns out
Womanly.
that... Oh, she just looks overweight. I think that's kind of the concept because she's cramming french fries in her face in the promo art. It turns out she left her world but loves junk food in this one, and now her obsession has caught up with her. Can the massage therapist help this lovable elf girl lose weight and keep it off?
Massage therapist?
Why is a massage therapist giving nutritional and health advice? That's what I want to know. Are you qualified? It could be an okay concept as long as they're not like making fun of her and focusing more so on the, you know, you need to fuel your body and be healthy and treat it like, you know, a temple and all that shit. But I don't know.
I don't know. I just think it's an excuse to grope her boobs.
Oh, it could be.
Oh, is that where we're going with this? Tit groping?
Because I'm assuming.
I mean,
I know
groping
how
her
anime
belly
is,
that looks like a
and the
donut.
fact that they put a what the term they use, bodacious elf on screen with a massage therapist of all people, not a nutritionist, a massage therapist. What do you think this person's going to be massaging here?
It's a great question. Do you have any guesses?
I mean, I
already made mine.
massages and they do massage my ass cheeks sometimes because I get knots, but I don't
There
know
she
about
is.
tits.
There she is. I put her on the Twitch. I just kind of think this reminds me of like the United States, where it's like, except it's the reverse. So somebody from Europe comes to the United States and discovers all this horrible food and immediately gains like 40 pounds. And then, but I wouldn't go to a massage therapist. Anyway, it's
Yeah,
weird.
I
I
don't
don't
get
know.
that. That's weird.
This is probably the weirdest concept I've heard in a long fucking time.
Will
For an
it be on your impressions list?
I don't see how someone can't do an impression on this. I mean, this is the only time I've ever seen an
You can
anime
watch.
about an elf who stuffs her face with french fries so she gains like 40 pounds and then has to lose weight.
Well,
That
could
is
you-
bizarre.
But it makes sense. I mean, if you came from another world and you're eating like, I don't know, fish and like a salad, and you come and you're like, oh
Fish in a salad.
oh my god, look at all of these delicious French fries and like.
I love french fries.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
So does she. And she's never experienced them before.
I understand.
And she goes crazy.
I understand, and I love chicken McNuggets. I love that, too. And I'm very happy that a 10 count of chicken McNuggets has almost 30 proteins. That makes me happy. I love french fries. Are you guys sweet potato fries or regular french fry people?
Regular French fry.
Oh, I love.
I
sweet
can't
potato
get into
fries.
sweet potatoes.
Pancake on an island.
It's fine. I love a good waffle sweet potato fry.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a second. Pancake loves waffle fries? Are you for real?
Yes, I do. They got
You've been
that-
married for how long?
This is a betrayal of your kingdom.
No, waffles are welcome. They're just lesser. They're just the more fit pancake. You know, they got abs.
I'm trying to find my drop of the pancake song, but all I have in my soundboard is clips of you hating on shit.
Ooh, Captain Avatar said onion rings. That wasn't one of my options, but yes, sirree.
I love it.
No, wait a second.
love-
Between French fries and onion rings,
Oh.
I will often go for onion rings over French fries.
Give me the onion rings.
Wow.
Ugh.
Wow. That's pretty intense.
I want onion rings now.
Yeah. Perhaps
Okay.
we should move on.
Yeah, exactly.
That it is.
Anyway, so overweight elf comes to lose weight
With her massage therapist.
in 2024. So look out for that. Yeah. Oh boy, here we go. I feel like I need to like play some like music from hell or something just for Caroline for this anime
Thanks.
we're about to watch. I will say it's not as bad as Harem Labyrinth, but I haven't watched the uncensored version yet, which is what I linked you.
We're gonna watch the uncensored version? How
I
exciting!
thought you'd watch the censor version here, Pancake.
I mean, there's full tits on Crunchyroll for this, so I don't know why exactly.
Not on Crunchyroll. It's on High Dive. We have a High Dive login once again.
Okay, big news, people.
You got another one?
Big news. Just kidding. I had to pay $5 for High Dive this week.
Yep. We have High Dive again. This is a High Dive household.
I thought you were boycotting High Dive. Oh
I'm
god.
so angry. 3 of my
Might as well
anime.
crack this open now.
3 of my anime were on High Dive, and they were all the ecchi shows, like the trash ecchi. And I'm just thinking to myself, High Dive is just.
Tits out.
They're just like, give me every anime with tits in it and put it on High Dive. Like, I don't fucking know, but I have 5 anime that showed full frontal breasts this season. 5 of them. What is going on? It used
Are
to
you
be.
like boob deprived or something?
No. Listen. It used to be. I've seen so many ecchi anime. I've been doing this for so long. I've seen so many fucking anime for this podcast. And you go through your Rio Rainbow Gates, your Moto Todovrus, your fucking high school DxDs. These shows are all ecchi, and they normally do not show tits. And by that I mean the nipples on their shows. We've seen a lot of ecchi shows. You watch Golden Boy? Mm-hmm. Wait, there probably are breasts in Golden Boy, but that's old. That's an OVA. I just think it's not normal for a TV series on Crunchyroll to have full frontal breasts every episode. It just seems a little odd.
Yeah.
It seems a little unusual. These aren't censored. They're not hentai. They're just ecchi shows that are normally about panty shots and like boob cleavage, and there's not a lot of nipples. But as you will see in this episode... All right, anyway, so we're going to watch episodes 1 and 2, because they're short, of Gushing Over Magical Girls. We are going to hear the rules of the drinking game. Anytime a magical girl transformation happens, you take a drink.
Okay.
Anytime you see nipples, ass, bras, or underwear, take a drink. And anytime Utena, the main girl character, looks sex crazed, take a drink.
What does that mean?
I think you'll know it when you see it.
Okay.
You've already seen... I'm drinking straight whiskey, although it is Maker's Mark. It's a little cheap. Foley effect. Here you go. We're going over the...
Are we doing ASMR, everybody?
We're going over the big... That's a lot of whiskey. All right. Caroline, you have your link up? Oh, let me see if I can get this link for the Twitch.
Yes, watch porn show with little girls in it with me.
This is a popular anime this season. Probably because people are so shocked by it. But yes, it is popular.
It's my favorite anime of the season.
Well, that I've shown you, because most of mine were fucking terrible.
Ass. Total ass. I'm
going to post a link on Twitch. Be aware, this link probably has porn ads on it and all sorts of other crap. So I don't want to hear anybody complain.
You got your kids in the room, get them the fuck out. Why are they in your room anyway?
This whole friggin' show is inappropriate.
Yeah,
I just posted the link. There it is. Don't miss it if you want to watch live. Why does my right eye always itch? All right. Now then, without further ado, are you ready, Caroline?
I got my Topo Chico at the ready.
Topo Chico. 3, 2, 1, go. This is for episode 1 of the Magical Girl Show. Gushing Over Magical Girls. So, this show is about 3 magical girls.
No, it's not.
Well, technically, at the beginning. A yellow one, a red one, and a green one. I would say these are not magical. So they're up in the sky fighting a monster. I would say
they all have different sized titties. That's
Thank God.
Important.
We need variety.
You have to have a different kind of tit for every kind of man.
I would say this
You're
is
gonna remind me of these drinking game rules.
Anytime a magical girl transformation happens, take a drink.
Okay.
Anytime you see ass, nipples, bras, or panties, take a drink.
Any of the sexy bits of the lady.
Anytime the main character Utena, there's panties. Anytime Utena,
yeah,
the wind blew their skirts up. Anytime Utena looks sex crazed, take a drink.
This girl's name's Sulfur.
I'm taking very small drinks because I'm gonna be.
Yeah, please
drunk.
do, Mitz. We don't want you to be completely.
I'm looking for panties. I saw none.
For the rest of the show.
So they're fighting in the sky. There's Utena.
Was that a face?
I'm gonna say that wasn't sex crazed. This bitch has some faces.
This
So
bitch, she has no inside.
she's a
face.
twisted fuck. So and that does not qualify.
Her face has no inside voice.
So
She's horny.
they're fighting over the city, and it's very cool. She's a big fan of these magical girls. This is not dubbed. It's not subtitled. Is yours subtitled, Caroline?
Yeah.
You gotta turn the CC on, my dude. English, good job.
Okay, thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
So this girl watched the magical girls up in the sky fight, and she really is infatuated with them and likes them, and so she's kind of like musing about it. Except a really awkward-looking black cat who kind of reminds me of Cube shows up.
Yeah.
And what's going to happen is that he is going to invite her to become a villain magical girl.
I really want a stuffed
What?
one of him. He looks so stinking cute.
I bet you can find it if this becomes popular enough.
I want one like a snuggle size.
Oh, here we go. Magical girl transformation and
Drink.
boobs
What?
and tits.
2, 3. That's 3 drinks.
I mean, so she transforms and there's ass and nipples. But, you know,
And they're pointed up, just like Kintaro Oe.
Kintaro Oe, my queen.
My queen.
My
That's
queen
the
with...
face.
Yep. Better drink again.
Oh yes, my queen.
Oh my god. You get close up on the boobs and the...
If you were a magical girl and you transformed and all your clothes flew off and all your nipples would be out.
Yeah, I mean, they're naked in Sailor Moon. They just don't give us the tits.
I
Give
did think that was a little
us a
weird when I was a
Sailor Moon
child. I'm like,
uncensored.
wait a minute. I can see the outline of these girls' boobs. That's kind of weird.
There are 2 ads on my screen. Say goodbye to Ozempic and abs again without injections. What do you guys think?
Eat a healthy, balanced diet.
All right,
So I'm trying to
so
pay attention to the story here.
so Utena transformed with the help of this black cat that flies, and I think she's kind of embarrassed, and now she's walking off.
Oh, he's so
Does she like not want to join the evil organization? That's why.
I am going to skip the
No,
intro.
let's keep it. Let's
You
at
wanna
least watch
listen to
the
it?
first. Yeah,
Let
yeah.
everybody hear the intro.
Turn it up.
And there might be sexy things I'm going to drink to in the OP.
No, that's true.
I admire magical girls and akogarete.
I don't understand Una's like double-tiered skirt thing with the wings at the small of her back where her back dimple should be.
Do you also don't know why? Oh, that didn't make any sense. Do you also not know why her entire outfit is like a one piece except for the part that covers her boobs? It's like a little starfish.
Yeah, that's just, those are just pasty, like stick-on type
Yeah.
feel. I don't know. Her outfit doesn't make sense because she got pants and a skirt and it's like double-tiered. Her tits
Are we
be
do-
out. She's got a top on, but I don't know why she's got sleeves.
Yeah.
It's just not that good. Like, of an outfit.
Oh my god, look at those knockers. Jesus.
Titties. Ata.
Do I dare put this on screen?
I don't know if I would
boobs,
risk
boobs,
that. Oh gosh.
3 boobs, and then a sexy face. So that's 4 drinks, my friends.
No, we kind of missed some stuff in the other part of the intro, I think.
I put it on the screen really little. I think we can probably get away with it. So this girl's incredibly average. She got stuck on the beautification committee for the school, and now she waters flowers every morning. She seems to like it, though. The little cat is taking notes about Utena. It looks like a boring job.
Look at his little sleeves. He has no hands. He's just got real long sleeves. It's so cute.
I wonder if Twitch will shut us down for this.
Don't want to risk that.
Maybe like click away when they transform. Like,
I got
hide
scared.
it.
I got scared. I took it off.
Pussy.
You call me a pussy?
We gotta watch this show. Get focused. Important shit's happening.
Alright, so it just so happens that all the magical girls that she idolizes are all in her class, and she's drawing them all in her notebook.
She wants to bone them.
And she wants to fuck them, and she doesn't understand that they're in
she
her...
wants to fuck them.
Well, how does she not recognize that they're in her class? They all look exactly like they do.
Oh, so she
Look.
doesn't realize that's them.
She's looking at the pictures of the red-haired magical girls, like curly little hair things, and then she's sitting right next to her. Like, how dumb can you be?
Kinda like you don't know it's Superman unless he's got his glasses off.
I just want to say Twitch is no fun. I wanted to put this on the screen for you guys, but Twitch decides that fun is not allowed, and so they suck. Let's see here. We're at 7 minutes and 15 seconds. So.
Surprisingly, not as awful as I was expecting.
Oh, it's just very mundane at the
Until the
moment,
moments where they decide, let's show boobs.
Well, you just wait, Caroline. You'll get yours. Episode 2 has almost a sex scene in it, so. I will say this is the exact same as the Crunchyroll so far, so I'm not sure where the uncensored is.
How stinking cute
The
are
little,
her little, like, hair pieces that look like little horns or, like, little ears on the side. Oh, so stinking cute, Utena. But you a little freak in the sheets.
その気になったかい？なってません。じゃあ早速変身だ。そっから私は。
Drink.
バッチリだ。ひどい。
The pants. I hate the pants even more than the boob pasties.
Yeah, like her pants are real unfortunate.
so I had to get up to deal with an itchy eye. I missed a drink, did I?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, Utena doesn't realize yet, but she's really a BDSM person.
Yeah, well, usually when you're in, like, middle school, you're not finding out that you're into BDSM, alright?
Are you kidding? Kids are like beating it to like porn when they're 10 now.
I'll drink to that. That
Go
was
for
weird.
it. I hear the magical girls. Whenever you're scheming, it ends now. Because the Trace Magia are here to punish you.
We're here to F you up.
So the 3 magical girls, who are very cute, showed up and they need to stop Utena because it's obvious that she's evil because she's basically wearing dark colors and she's got bat wings and stuff and horns. So let's see what happens. What will you do, Utena? Use your crop, your wand that is really a BDSM like beat stick. What will you do? Hit those flowers with it.
Why are you narrating?
For the people that are
For people that aren't watching, they don't know
They're
Japanese.
trying.
Okay, so she just hit a flower, and it became huge with evil eyes and a mask, and it's now going to tentacle rape the three magical girls. Here they come. Here come the tentacles. Oh yeah, yes. Up. It's around. She got him around the neck, the thighs, the titties. It's squeezing her. It's squeezing the blue one's titties. It's working the nipple.
Oh my word.
It's working the nipple. There's a panty.
Panty. Oh my god.
Oh. Why am I happy? I'm hurting the magical girls I love. Panties again from the young girl. Of course, they're going to show the... Oh, she's going to orgasm.
Oh my god.
There he goes. That's a sexual face. Sex crazed face. 2 drinks. It's time for you to get in there yourself, don't you think? And the cat says to her. Get in there, Utena. Work it with your fingers and your tongue. You got this.
Why do you make it even worse than it is?
Panties, there it is. It's working her. It's working her little. Oh my. That might not have been in this Crunchyroll.
No, it was.
Oh, it was. It's choking and just. This is basically just a hentai without the nudity right now because the flower monster is just going to town on these 3 girls, full on tentacle style. Why are you doing this to us? They said.
Because it's sexy. I'm getting my rocks off.
I don't think she really intended for that to happen. All she did was hit a flower with her riding crop.
But she likes it.
Could you stick out your butts? Oh, she told them to stick their butts out, and that's what's happening.
Does that count as a sex crazed face? Or are we...
Oh, she just spanked their ass with the crop.
Oh my god.
That's sex crazed, for sure.
Yep,
Swirly eyes, oh yeah. And panties.
Why do they...
Yabe!
Anime, why do they draw the vagina...
So many panties, just keep
so
drinking.
out?
Panties everywhere. God, I'm hurting the magic panties. Panties again. Oh, how did this even happen? There's sex crate. I'm gonna be fucking not able to speak if this continues.
I've almost already drank my whole bottle of wine.
Well, in fairness, that bottle was kind of small, as we discussed.
Yeah.
You want some whiskey?
Absolutely not.
Beer before liquor, never sicker.
Wine, I'm just fine. Okay.
Wine, I'm just fine. I'm behind, but up there's a literally pussy right up. Pussy again. Tannies again. It's like 5 drinks. Sex craze face, whatever.
Underneath it all, she's a real sadist.
Yeah, she's a real fucking freak. She's gonna fuck someone in the ass with her riding crop. Sorry, this is gonna contain sexual content. I should have put a warning.
You're warned.
I'm gonna put a warning in. I'm just gonna add that to my notes.
I kinda enjoyed it though. Gohan Trunks fans. That's all I
Gohan
can
and
do.
Trunks.
Yeah. Just keep drinking, LOL.
Oh yeah, just keep drinking my straight whiskey.
I am.
Keep drinking your 100% whiskey. I'm gonna be fucking asleep by the end of the news break.
Oh, I get to get tucked in and take a nippy nap.
Who's gonna tuck you in if I'm passed out?
Well,
It's anyway. So she just sexually assaulted the magical girls and thought it was a dream, but she's wrong. Why is this happening to me? I love magical girls.
you like to torture magical
You like
girls.
to put anal beads in people. That's what you like. Yeah. She's a BDSM girl.
They're gonna
She's
be biffles and not know.
She has the exact same hair color and hairstyle as the girl she just tormented. How does she not recognize her?
You ask this, but Sailor Moon exists, so it's been established that
There's an
there's
unspoken
no
rule.
such thing as identifiable characteristics.
She's like,
between
look how pretty the
normal
flowers
girls
are.
and magical girls.
So the irony is that the pink hair girl is commenting on how pretty the flowers are that she's taking care of for the beautification club thing or whatever. But that very flower
She knows that
just
it's a
raped
magical
her.
Girl. She knows that they're the magical girls.
Oh, she does?
Now
Yeah.
she's holding her ass because it
'Cause-
still hurts.
Because she just took it by a bunch of by a tentacle monster?
No,
could
because
say
she
that.
spanked them with her crop.
Is that why?
Yeah, their butts are sore from getting spanked by Utena.
And bra.
Panties and
Oh,
bras
how many
everywhere.
is that? 3, 4,
Oh,
5.
panties and bras. Oh my God.
Seven,
God help
8.
me.
9. Why are they changing in the middle of a classroom?
Well, it's probably gym
10?
time.
Is it Japan and it's gym class?
That's the only place to change is a
Hey,
classroom.
are those the girls from that one show in the corner with the red bow and the...
Sorry, I'm
blonde
not
hair?
capable of seeing straight anymore. Just
Oh,
kidding, I'm
what
not
was
that
that?
drunk yet.
That,
We'll get there. What was with that? What are they? What was your question?
I think there's an Easter egg in this episode.
Panties, that nipples
No,
even.
but
Straight nips and
the-
ass right there.
That, God, what was that? It
Drink
was
your
like a
wine.
show. It's bothering me now. It's like the two friends.
Oh, they explain it. They're protected by magic, so nobody can recognize them when they're not magical girls.
There's a bra. Holy shit.
I've lost count of how many bras and
I
underwear
just took a
I've
couple
drank too,
drinks.
so I'm just
I'm
gonna
almost
drink
out,
more.
So I've almost drank an entire bottle of wine. My liver hates you all.
And I've already had at least 3 shots of whiskey. Now they're doing math. Yes, indeed.
When Topo should go
Uh-oh.
down.
Uh-oh, do you feel that? Evil.
Thank you,
It's definitely a monster.
Pop Team Epic. Thank you. There was an Easter egg for Pop Team Epic in this episode.
Thank you, Swarmy Whiplash. I love you. Let's snuggle. Don't wink at me, Pancake.
Transformation.
Here they go.
You're gonna see their titties now.
And so is this 3 drinks?
Yes.
Oh God. 4.
Technically, it's nipples, too, so
Ugh.
I saw a nipple.
What do I do when I finish my drink?
The funny thing is that all five of my ecchi shows have nipples in them, but not a single one of these studios know how to draw nipples to save their life.
I think they did pretty good on these nipples.
Pancake, you need to watch some T-Rex hentai, and I'll show you what nipples are. Okay? When they say hentai nipples are peak, God, I don't even know how many drinks
Her
this
butt
is.
looks so good though.
What is this, like
I
30?
love how they
Squatting.
make sure to detail. that was kind of funny.
Now they're rubbing their butts. My ass hurts so bad. I'm gonna make her pay.
Well, I drank an entire bottle of wine.
何これ家族しか登録されてない
So
の
I'm
に
gonna go.
There's still some in your cup. No, there isn't. Your cup is empty. Damn, I'm taking sips of whiskey, and you're like gulping wine.
Well, I have a straw.
I have a straw to drink my wine. You crazy bitch!
Yep. I guess.
Utana's on the roof. She's feeling very embarrassed still about her transformation.
I gotta go and grab a different alcohol, don't I? What do I need to do?
Go get more alcohol. Anyway, so the three magical girls have left school and they transformed and left school to take on a monster. That was really easy. But here comes the villainous girl again. See, there is a villainess in this.
Not the same kind of.
Come on,
villainous,
Caroline.
It's not the same.
Is this as hard to watch as you thought?
No, it's not as bad.
This anime is actually quite ridiculous and pretty funny, actually.
It does parody Magical Girls.
What did you find in the cooler downstairs? That shit's supposed to be like drank in a hot tub in the summer.
I don't care.
What'd you find?
I got a beatbox.
Let me see this. Pancake has acquired a beatbox.
A what?
17 ounces, 11% alcohol by volume.
I've never heard of that.
Well,
It was in the fridge.
it's fruit punch flavored. And I will now sample it, test it for poison for my queen.
Oh no.
Yes! My queen!
Funny. Hey.
Oh, that's actually delicious. You're gonna love that.
Wait, they're tickling her armpits?
This is basically 11% alcohol Kool-Aid. Yeah, so this is my favorite. This is my favorite scene so far, probably in the whole show. Literally, so the evil magical girl shows up again, and rather than like spanking or like tentacle raping these magical girls, she's just having these like
They
mannequins.
rip off the sleeves.
She ripped
and
their sleeves off,
exposing
and,
their side boobs, but not, their actual boobs.
and she's tickling them to death, basically.
Tastes like a Jello shot.
It tastes like that shit's delicious.
It tastes like a Jello shot. It tastes like red Jello with alcohol in it.
The red magical girl has some fantastic side boob. I mean, it's very. All right, so now the dark magical girl is in there. She's she's tickling her.
Is that the face?
Yep, she's sex crazed. She's getting off on her BDSM.
She goes to the point of no return. For sure.
I can't take it anymore, the red magical girl says. She's being tortured. So these mannequins are just holding these magical girls prisoner. Here, listen to this. I'm making them squirm with my own hands. I need more. There you go. That's sex craze right there.
My bird.
Oh, the green one's escaping.
That's blue.
Blue, whatever. Cyan or whatever. There's a panty. Holy shit, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die of alcohol poisoning.
My belly is so full. I'm
You'll do
so
it for a
full
good
of
cause.
liquids.
I do need to burp a bit, but
Straight whiskey is way too intense for this.
Why
What?
didn't you have me make you a freaking old fashioned?
What proof is this? 90? Ugh.
yeah,
90 proof whiskey.
I don't typically go for like the seltzers, but it's probably for the best for these.
There's a whole second episode.
We We have to watch 2.
Well, this podcast is normally 2 hours long. What do you want me to fucking do?
You hate me.
All right, we're at 59 minutes. We don't have to watch 2. All right, now I need to hear Caroline's take.
It was okay.
It was okay, she
I
said.
did laugh at a couple points.
She even laughed.
I did. Like when they transform and they show like their butt is still red from being spanked, and it cuts out of the transformation sequence just for them to scream because it hurts.
Well,
I think this ecchi show isn't as bad as others because it's not really taking itself seriously, and it's just fucking dumb as shit.
It's super dumb. In episode 3, she traps a girl in a giant light bulb and electrocutes her.
Oh my
I
God.
forgot about that. That's pretty funny.
Well, episode 2 has a far more explicit scene in it, where she almost has sex with one of the magical girls. I'm gonna say, for me, I'm curious how far they'll take it in this anime, because I was told on the Discord that the manga goes way farther than the manga will be more sexual than this anime currently is in after 3 episodes. But they said the manga through 3 episodes is nowhere near this explicit, so it's apparently going to get way more. We're going to have to see. But
even if you don't pass this show,
wow,
bless you.
Woo! My God, that's
you.
all.
Jesus Christ. I smell that over here.
No, you don't. Get the fuck out of here. My stomach was empty to begin with. I had nothing in it.
This show is dumb as shit. But I'm going to be watching this even if you don't pass it.
I like it a little bit.
Just because it's fucking funny. It's so stupid.
I like it a fair amount, honestly. It's very silly. It's inappropriate, but it's not taken seriously at all.
Like, if it were one of these isekai shows with, like, a main guy, like, black-haired generic anime guy, I think
I have a few of those.
It would be so fucking cringe. But
this show is fun. I think it's fun. Smoke a few.
I came into this.
I will later
with
tonight.
The memory of the absolute horror of Harem Labyrinth, and that really set a high bar. So actually, I'm kind of surprised by how comparatively not disgusting it was.
I'm not drinking your Kool-Aid. Take your drunk Kool-Aid that you opened and drink it. No, you're making lots of sound I don't want on the podcast by sliding that glass.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You've been on enough podcasts now to know better.
I brought up 4 Topo Chicos, and I've only drank 1.5.
I drank an entire bottle of wine.
I had probably 4 shots of whiskey.
Well, you also had a head start, Pancake.
Blue juice is so good.
We can watch another episode, but we got a lot of impressions to do. So
I mean, whatever you think is best. We can do like a half episode.
Oh, she wants to do a half episode. Look at that.
Well, I mean, because I thought it was wrapping up pretty early.
Fuck, look at Caroline. She's like, let's do it again.
Give me more fucking tits.
All right, Caroline wants more tits. Let's fucking go. All right, I'm going to queue up episode 2 of this. Can you move your drink, please, Pancake? Thank you. Move your drunken drink. That thing's delicious. Why didn't we drink that in at some pool over the summer?
Because it's such a pain in the ass to go to a pool.
We have a pool at our apartment.
Yeah, but it's always filled with like 30 children at one time.
No, that's true. I like children, though.
I do too, but not when I'm trying to lay next to the pool and drink.
Why don't you try and get your drink?
When I'm trying to get my drink.
All right, I've
Are
queued
you
up.
allowed to drink at your pool, though?
We are.
Yeah.
I've queued up episode
no glass,
2.
Though.
I've queued up episode 2. Are we ready?
Yeah.
I have no idea why, but I'm pouring more of this whiskey.
You could just finish this with me. We could share these.
That's a lot less intense than my whiskey, to be honest.
Yeah, like I'm already gonna be taking a nap. I'm already fucked up, so.
Okay, I'm starting episode 2. Are you ready, Caroline?
Yeah.
You ready,
Count us
everybody?
down.
3. We're not gonna watch this whole episode. 3, 2, 1, go. There's just a bunch of like legs right now on the screen. Oh, there's asses. There we go.
So 3 asses, 3 drinks.
The 3 magical girls are just floating in like space. I don't know what they're doing.
Well, there's titties too.
Also 3 boobs.
We're only gonna have time for 10 minutes of this tops. Oh, there's nipples. The red-haired. Oh,
I don't remember this part.
I do. Oh, there's nipples.
Of course you do.
All their nipples are out. Of course I remember. Are you kidding? They're nipples. I'm only a man.
I know. I forgive you.
Now the girl that looks like she's
That-
8. That's a little young for me.
That is the one thing about this show that bothers me is that I am reminded that these are children.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. By anime standards, the green and red-haired girls do not look like children.
Well, and then I was shocked when you reminded me that Japan had the age of consent only recently changed to age 16 from
Yeah,
13.
the age
and I
used
was like,
the age of consent in Japan before like a year ago was 13.
That's crazy.
and then Mitsugi
It's
was
crazy.
like, I
Yep.
was in Japan when I was 29. I could have gone on a date with
I could have banged a
13-year-old.
I could have
And I'm
banged
like,
a 13-year-old.
That's fucking nasty.
Let's not put that.
Now the age of consent.
Exactly.
Now the consent age is 16, which is still a little young, but more reasonable than 13. Japan is wild. I can't wait. We're gonna go to Japan in March, and I can't wait. I'm gonna eat beef bowl and curry. Oh God. Beef bowl is so good. It might be better than ramen, even, to be honest.
Is a beef bowl with rice?
Yeah, rice. Yeah, and mushrooms maybe, or cheese, or whatever you want. Yeah.
When you're here, Caroline, I'm gonna make you the best fucking bulgogi you've ever had.
Oh, we got some good ramen places, Caroline. We'll take you to our
I make the best bulgogi.
We'll take you to our favorite ramen shop. We're gonna go to our favorite breakfast place. It's gonna be good.
Anyway, back to the anime.
We spoil our guests. I'm not gonna lie. We spoiled Andrew recently.
That's why.
We
That's
tried
why I
to.
chose to stay at Shay, Mitsugi, and Pancake.
Are you staying with us?
Of course, I'm gonna pick her up.
Yes, we talked about this.
You can have our bed if you want, but we also have a really comfortable couch, so we'll let you decide.
It's a
I am
full
perfectly happy with a
right,
couch. I'm not gonna kick you out of your bed.
Caroline, I'm skipping the intro.
Oh, okay.
I skipped it just
We
now.
are on 3:40.
Her name is Magia Beiser.
which means kiss.
Does it? Oh yeah, we looked that up. Magical Girl Kiss. Shitty ass fucking name. Ugh,
Oh,
I am
Pancake.
a little
he
drunk.
he was hating on the translation of Yubisaki to Renren earlier.
It's because that shit ain't accurate.
It's not like it may not be transliterated,
Well,
but
listen,
It's not- alright,
it's
it's
an
not
if
horrible.
they translated
interpretation.
it word for word, it probably would not make grammatical sense in English. So it makes sense with how they translated it.
How
a
am I
tra-
gonna
it's
pick
an
up groceries when I'm
interpretation.
fucking hammered?
You should have had him delivered.
Please don't go.
Should have
get
had him
groceries.
delivered. Well, fuck that.
Save that for the after party.
I'm gonna ride on my motorcycle and I'm gonna bounce all of them on my head, and we're gonna
I love
take
how
them all.
like the magical girls in the show are called Magenta, Azure, and Sulfur. Like it could have been Topaz or something.
Sulfur is gonna smell
Or
like poop.
sapphire.
Ugh, sulfur does
Well,
not
it's
smell
the
good.
yellow one that they call Sulfur.
Oh,
She's
there's
very.
yellow sapphires.
How's this fucking football game going?
Just
it's
call her urine.
fairly close game.
If you're gonna call her sulfur, just call her urine. They both smell bad.
Urine.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're 5 minutes into this episode and nothing interesting has happened yet.
You just wait until the
wait.
dark magical girl is sliding her fingers. Never mind. We'll see. We're gonna get there soon. If you're lucky. If you're not lucky, it won't happen because I'm pulling the plug in like 3 minutes.
There's tits right there.
Does that
Count 'cause
count?
it's on a magazine.
It does count. I'm drinking my whiskey.
But no nips.
I said tits, ass, bra, or panties.
Okay, I wasn't sure if tits meant like with or without nipple because I assumed it
Tits?
was with nipple because otherwise it's just. a
Caroline, if I
slightly
had my
revealing
nipples
boob.
covered and I was on Twitch right now, do you think we would get in trouble?
We'd have
Probably.
like
Exactly.
500 viewers more. Listen, the literal image of a woman's nipples is $1 billion industry. You realize that? That's powerful
I bet 10
shit.
or more.
That is probably more than $1 billion. That's powerful shit right there. So, all right. So the dark magical girl.
Okay, so this girl's coming across porn on the
she
street.
she
She's
found porn.
a trail
temple, no
of
less.
porno
She's at a
mags.
temple.
A trail of porn mags.
Trail of porn.
Yep.
Like, why isn't she just looking this up on her phone?
Oh, she's not looking for it. It just finds her.
Okay, so we're gonna get to this scene here. So I'm gonna play it through the scene, and then we're gonna stop. But I want
whole
Caroline to
thing?
know.
What do you want me to know, Mitsugi?
I have
Panties.
no panties. Is panties. All right, so Ugh, holy
Bra
shit.
and panties.
That was a lot of whiskey. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now.
Your dick's not gonna work later.
Yeah, probably not. I do apologize in advance. So... God, there's asses and fucking pussies everywhere.
That ass was drawn so poorly. Where's the hamstring connection there?
Okay. The magical girl that's evil,
Panty right there.
the evil magical girl is at a shrine, and she found a trail of porno mags. It just so happens that the green-haired good magical girl is a shrine maiden at this shrine.
Oh, that's her?
There's
And
always
now-
a shrine maiden.
And now, the dark magical girl is hiding behind the shrine while she reads the magazines, which the little cat creature put there for her.
What's his name? Vanellian?
I don't know, but this anime is crazy. And
Look,
now
her horny powers.
her mere horniness from looking at the
Powered by
BDSM,
porn.
the horniness that she's generating from the
Brought
porn
to
mags
you by BDSM porn
is
mag.
forcing a
It's
transformation
gonna be
from her.
sponsored by them.
So here she goes. She's going to transform from just looking at porn mags, and she's going to essentially sexually assault the green-haired girl. But the green-haired
Oh,
girl,
spoilers.
the green-haired girl is going to like it. So here we go.
Do you think this beatbox is gonna color my Invisalign?
I highly doubt that. There we go. She said she didn't even say the magic words. Why did I transform? Bitch, it's because you're fucking horny. It's because you want that BDSM smut. That's why.
God, I'm so fucked up.
I'm going to pour more whiskey because fuck your beatbox shit.
I've almost drank all of it.
A man drinks whiskey.
A man drinks whiskey.
I just want to shoot pool. Let's go shoot.
patriarch.
Can we go shoot pool?
I'll watch you.
I'm quite good at pool, and I just want to beat people in pool.
Are you actually good at pool?
I am good.
He is good at pool.
Okay, because we can play when I'm there, but I can't promise I'll be any good.
Oh, I'd love to shoot pool with you. I don't care if you're good.
I'll sit in the corner and draw.
I'll buy the drinks. I'll buy the drinks, and we can shoot pool. It'd be great.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Okay, so the dark magical
That we'll
girl's
do
running.
on like a Monday night, because that's all the time we have.
Andrew and I shot pool, and I beat him like a drum. But I still had tons of fun, and I hope he did too.
It's okay, Caroline.
I'd like
I'll
to
come and
believe
visit
that
you
I
in New
might
York.
win one game.
Oh, I would
I would
like
like
that.
to believe, but I doubt.
All right, so the dark magical girl just used a shrine mate, like a mask of a kitsune, and attached it to the green magical girl's face.
Using like a BDSM like leather thing. I'm not into
You
that
don't know what the
community.
fuck it's called.
I don't know what it's
called
I'm
a
sorry.
belt. It's called a belt.
It's called a belt.
There's a belt.
BDSM wrapping.
She's blind, so she's effectively blindfolded the green magical girl with a kitsune mask, and now she's going to go to town on her vajayjay and breasts with her riding crop. Let
Is
us
that
watch.
a face?
I don't know. Probably. I'm just gonna drink this whole fucking drink. I don't.
I'll finish the beatbox. Like I can't even keep up with it when they start.
This
getting
anime
going.
is wild.
This
it's
anime
fucking
is
I know,
wild.
I think it's actually
ridiculous.
kind of tame.
Huh?
I think it's
Caroline's
kinda
been
tame, to be honest.
desensitized.
No, you're
I have been
just-
desensitized. Thanks
She
to
is
Karen
tough
Labyrinth,
cookies now.
I can now say that I have been desensitized
Caroline,
to the
I
smut
have
of
ruined.
anime.
I ruined Caroline. What have I
You
done?
really did. Thanks a lot,
What
Mitch.
have I done?
That's
I'm
okay,
so
'cause Now
sorry.
you can be friends
You've
with me and not be
corrupted a
scared.
very good citizen of the United States of America.
You're still a good citizen.
No, I've been
Okay,
tainted.
so the green magical girl, she's blind. She's running around. The evil.
Just take off the belt.
I know, right? Like,
That's too easy.
there's like. You
Uh oh. The dark magical girl. She's on top of her.
She was
Stop.
face down. Now
Okay.
she's
Damn,
face
All right.
she is
up.
titted
Okay.
up.
All right, Pancake. You are the green girl, and I am the dark girl. Now
Are we talking about your plans for later? Because I don't want to know them.
you don't have any way to fight back. She's rubbing her face. She's rubbing her face with her hand.
Ew, her mouth is like moving to the side. Which is
She's
weird.
seducing her with her hand.
Is that a sex crazed face?
Yes, 100%. Now she's stroking her arm. Holy
We're
shit.
not doing this later.
Will
She's
this-
touching her hair,
will this
sensually.
series turn into like
She's
It's
touching.
not a
She's
menage
grabbing
a
her
trois.
breast.
This is-
She's
that's
squeezing her
three.
tits.
a
She's rubbing
menage
her
a
breast.
quad?
She's
Is
rubbing
that
her
what
breast.
this
Is she
is
wearing a
saying?
bra?
I
No,
didn't see
she's
a bra
not.
in the sequence.
Nipple.
Oh,
There we go.
God.
There's straight up nipples. Wow. I am fucking drunk.
I'm fucked up.
I am very sober compared to you guys.
Get drinking, bitch.
I have 2 cans of seltzer.
Down the rest of that can. Go. Chug,
right.
chug.
Whiskey doesn't even
chug.
taste good anymore. I've had
That's
so much
my
of it.
bitch right there.
Okay, so the dark magical girl is now sliding her hands up the thigh to the vajayjay. Here it goes. Those panties. I can't even drink anymore. I'm so fucking hammered.
Now chug that one.
She's,
I've
she's
done
looking at the
my part
vajayjay. Why do they have such sexually explicit clothing to begin with?
My question is, why does Japan draw the vagina so protruding?
Because if
they
it's
think
not, it's not
sexy.
sexual.
Could you imagine if I wore my
Look at this. She's
Oh my
massaging her
God.
fucking tits.
like Caroline? Could you imagine
Her
if we
hands
were
are everywhere
wearing,
at once.
Leggings to the gym and like our
I would
vaginas
barf
looked just
if
that,
I saw-
like. Did you just barf?
No, she
No,
said she
I
would
would
barf.
barf if I saw that.
Right,
in real
exactly.
life.
Like if women's vaginas actually protruded
Okay.
like that, and they
I'm
were, like,
pausing.
doing
The scene is
rows,
over.
it was-
Wow.
That's all you wanted.
There's
That's all you wanted to
literally,
get to.
she literally just assaulted the green hair, the bluish green magical girl. Let's have even more fun next time, she says. Here she goes.
Oh,
Anyway,
we're still playing? I thought you said we will end it.
she whooped this girl to the point where she de-transformed, and the fucking magical girl is blushing. Like, she fucking loved it.
The Shrine Maiden outfit is so cute.
I love it.
It looks
You
so
might, you may
cozy.
see a Maiko in Japan. It could happen.
I want to see a Maiko. If I don't see
It could
a Maiko,
happen.
If I don't see a Maiko, you failed our honeymoon.
We're gonna go to the Meiji Temple, and it might have a Shrine Maiden. It's possible. I've seen them there before. I'm pausing this.
Yeah, I can't even think coherently at this point.
This anime is called Gushing Over Magical Girls. I'm going to do an impression of it later. It's quite wild and and just a good parody of a magical girl show. It's a lot of fun. I'm interested to see where it's
Are
going
you
to go.
clipping your fingernails?
Oh.
I have a finger. Listen, I'm going to let you in on a secret, Caroline. I have a fingernail file here because I have recently stopped biting my nails after 25.
But now you're like
Oh,
filing.
you're better
too
than me.
much.
I can't do and that's the reason why I haven't.
Are you a nail biter?
I've never been a nail
Yeah.
biter. Look at these buttes.
Yeah, I'm a jelly girl.
I
over
am trying
that
to
was
stop
fingernails.
biting my nails after 30 plus years. It's so hard, but I'm trying my best. So
I am
you
proud
can
of you,
do
Mitz,
anything
because
to set your
that's more
mind
than I
to,
can do.
motherfuckers.
you can do it, Caroline.
I don't know about that.
Ooh, what's the question?
Go ahead and read it.
Show weekly
Question time,
trivia.
Question time. What is
In the
question?
anime
Here's
Gushing
the
Over
question.
Magical Girls, what is the name of the villain's evil organization?
I was gonna ask the question. but
Oh,
it's
you can
okay.
ask me a question. Ask a question. Go.
How's your day been?
It's been great that I got to spend it with you.
Wow. Everybody say goodbye to Pancake.
Bye.
Guy fan.
We'll see you guys after the news break. We're going to do our mailbags, and we have 7 anime to do impressions on, so don't go anywhere. I hope you enjoyed that just haphazard, wild-ass viewing of that hentai. And we'll be back after the news break, so take care and stay tuned.
I'm feeling jazzy.
Hey, anime addicts, this is Mitsugi, and I'm bringing you your anime news break. Started off with the Monogatari series. The light novels Off-Season and Monster Season are both getting anime productions. This was announced this past Thursday. The production company Shaft made this known, so I believe Shaft is the company that's done most of the Monogatari stuff. Akiyuki Shinbo is the chief director, worked on the Monogatari series second season, and the director is Midori Yoshizawa of Magia record Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica. So if you're a fan of those properties, those directors, Studio Shaft, or the Monogatari series in general, look out because there's even more content coming out for this fairly long-running series. Next up, the anime 10 Count has its production canceled. Their website for the anime adaptation of Rihito Takarai's 10 Count manga has announced that it is going to be canceled. The production committee cites production circumstances as the reason that led to the cancellation of the anime, and the website is going to be closed on March 31st. Originally, this was announced back in 2018. The anime was scheduled to air on TV in 2020, and then later that year, the production committee stated that it would be postponed and postponed again and again and finally canceled. So if you're a fan of 10 Count, well, it's not coming, so I am sorry. Next up, the winners of the 69th Shogakukan Manga Awards have been announced. The winners are Soso no Frieren, or Beyond Journey's End, Nige Jozu no Wakagimi, or The Elusive Samurai, Suji de Asobo, and Trillion Game have come out on top as the winners of the 69th Shogakukan Manga Award. So if you're a fan of manga, if you follow these awards, or if you're just looking for some more good manga to read, check out that list that I just read, because they are apparently the award winners. And lastly in the news, we all know that a big 7.6 magnitude earthquake struck the west coast of Japan recently, leaving 213 people tragically dead. This was reported according to the Associated Press as of Thursday. However, thankfully, a lot of people are pitching in to help with the relief efforts, including Nintendo, who has offered to not only provide free repairs for the Nintendo products damaged in the earthquake, but also they are going to be donating roughly $500,000 to the relief effort as well. So that should help us support the Red Cross Society and provide some disaster relief for those who need it. This was Mitsugi, and this was your anime news break. And now, time to get back to the podcast right now. Here you are, jogging. Beautiful weather indeed, and you're looking good too, I might add. The blood is pumping, and so are these AAA podcast vibes.
Mitsugi, I want to take my balls out and lube up your head.
That is until your favorite podcast ends. Now you'll be left with no choice but to listen to the placid magnificence of nature. But you're a stink meaner, and you think nature can go get fucked.
Man, this some old bullshit.
If only you had the AAA Podcast's extra content, you wouldn't be forced to enjoy nature at all. We'd carry you all the way through the rest of your jog with our hentai episodes, our hobby addicts, and our after parties. Over 900 additional episodes of content. You think jogging gets your blood pumping? Just wait till you listen to some hentai episodes. And you'll be helping out the podcast as well. Plus, your grumpy ass won't be chasing birds anymore. Shut up, you noisy little shit. Don't be grumpy. Head over to aapodcast.com/join or patreon.com today and help out the podcast. Again, that's aapodcast.com/join or Patreon.
これからは眠る前と朝起きた時にキスをして挨拶することですか。わかりました。おっしゃる通りに。
Question. What the fuck was that?
I'm drunk. You want to read the trivia question because you wanted to read it before.
What was that before? We came back. What was that audio from?
Go ahead and oh, that was the ASMR of Roxanne from Harem Labyrinth.
Oh, God.
Go ahead and read the trivia question.
Okay, in the anime Gushing Over Magical Girls, what is the name of the villain's evil organization? The answer is Enormida. And also enormous is the kitty that you're holding up to the webcam. He is so cute and so fluffy.
Fucking expensive,
But he's
too.
also bald because he had to shave him.
Yeah, I had to
So
shave his
sad.
ass. Yeah. His hair is growing back very fast, though, so.
Good.
He's like a pregnant
'cause
lady.
I want to see this kitty in all of his greatness when I visit.
We won't shave him before then, so he'll be perfectly good.
Yeah, when Pancake told me he had to shave the cat, I was like, shit, I need to delay my trip.
In 2 more weeks or whatever it is, he'll be looking normal. So when are you
Yay.
getting here again?
Oh, I can't remember in
Sorry,
this
I am
state.
fucking drunk. I don't know what to tell
Like
you.
February, oh my god, 17th. That's like
Oh,
a few weeks
whole
away.
fucking month? He'll be fine. He'll be normal by then. Okay, it's time for mailbags. Where's the button?
It's time for an almighty anime mailbag. Anime. Anime. Anime.
Mailbag.
If you would like to submit a mailbag, you can do so at aaapodcast.com. Just click the mailbag button and send us any question you want. Like Sajinther did. They say, hello, once again, the AAA crew. I was just wondering, when was the last time you watched a transcendental episode of anime? One single episode that you stopped after watching it and just thought about it and let it simmer within you for a while. I recently had this with episode 10 of Bang Dream, It's My Go, when I stopped watching anime for a day to let the episode reverberate within me. Feeling this, any episode of anime that left you dumbfounded or in awe afterwards. So, this wasn't recent because I feel like we've had a similar question in recent times that I talked about more recent, really great shows that I watched. So this wasn't exactly recent, but when I finished Devilman Crybaby, I was in a bit of a catatonic state. It did not help that I binged watched the entire thing in one setting, and I finished it at like 2 a.m. So I was in a state, for sure. And I think that was the first time that I saw an anime with such utterly bleak ending. And I was like, where was there any silver lining to this? I was just thinking about it for a long time. And I probably did not get that great a sleep that night. How about you, Mitz?
I'm supposed to, like, summon a deep thought right now. Is that correct? Well, I'm...
Huh?
Just struggling with my alcohol consumption and having deep thoughts at the same time.
Yeah, I would be struggling too if I drank what you drank.
Straight whiskey. So let's see here.
Okay, so it might be that we actually did this question already, because Sajinther himself in the chat says, pretty sure you answered this question a few weeks ago.
Well, fuck it. We're answering it again. God damn it.
You better like it.
You better fucking like it. So, Samurai X, Trust and Betrayal, the OVA, is some of the deepest, most unfucking believable anime of all time. I highly recommend watching the Samurai X OVA, Trust and Betrayal. I think that there are some moments towards the second half of that OVA when Kenshin is kind of learning that there's more in life beyond killing that kind of sets off the entire story of Rurouni Kenshin. And the Samurai X OVA, Trust and Betrayal, is one of the greatest anime of all time. And I don't think that's really a stretch to say that. I think it's kind of obvious. If you haven't watched that, I think you should. It plays like a 2-hour movie. And I don't think you're going to miss out at all. And and there's really nothing before that in the Samurai X timeline. So if you enjoy that, you can watch Rurouni Kenshin afterwards, which I have. It is unbelievably good. Rurouni Kenshin is also quite good.
You're closing your eyes to concentrate here.
I am closing my eyes to concentrate. The OVA, Trust and Betrayal of Samurai X, is phenomenal. And some of the stuff in there, like at the end when... at the very end... fuck me, I don't know if I can give a spoiler.
Don't spoil.
No, I shouldn't. But there's some really just heartbreaking, deep stuff at the end of that OVA that is... It just really sets off the tone for the whole Rurouni Kenshin series and putting aside the new Rurouni Kenshin, which I haven't really watched, you should just go watch the original one, as is usually the case. That's a phenomenal OVA. There are some other examples I could give, but I'm struggling right now, so I'm not going to go into them.
I think everybody understands, Mitz.
So Jinther,
can you hold up that bottle? Tell us how much you drank of that
not
bottle.
a whole lot of it. I mean, what is this like?
But still, if it's pure whiskey, and you open that, and that's
It's
how much
probably
you drank?
I probably drank a third of it. I don't know, third of a bottle.
Yeah, I think that will definitely
It's quite good.
do that.
Maker's Mark, the benefit of me is I can't tell the difference between Maker's Mark and something that costs twice as much, so I just bought the Maker's Mark. It was on sale. Plus, they're
Well,
the
I
top of their
completed
bottle.
2 Topo Chicos, thanks to Pancake telling me to down that second one. And I opened up another one, and then we stopped the episode watching. So, looks like I'm doing 3.
I will
Here we
say
go.
that beatbox shit she opened was fucking delicious. It tasted exactly like
I've never
Kool-Aid.
heard of that.
Dangerous.
So it was like Kool-Aid?
Well, it doesn't taste like it has alcohol at all, except it's 11%. It's just like, it's a thing you drink in the hot tub by the pool in July. That's what it is. So I don't know. We had it there since like years ago in July. We just hadn't drank it yet. So anyway, it's time for impressions. So I think we should kick it off.
Today, we're going to be doing impressions.
Impression time, believe it!
And we're going to have to be kind of quick here because I feel like we're running a little long.
Oh, we have half an hour, really.
To do 7 impressions? Okay. Fluffy Paradise.
I could be overestimating us.
So the way that we do this, guys, is every season, the 3 hosts pick 21 anime. I know it's not all of them, but for God's sake, there's like 50 anime plus now, so we can't cover them all, but we try to pick the best that we think are going to be the best. We each take 7. We do impressions on them, which includes usually watching about 3 episodes, and we pass or fail them. The hosts will pass 6 anime total, and then we will turn it over to the audience, and we'll let the listeners pick 3 shows that they think are the best, and so we end up with 9 total. So this is the first impressions we've done of the season. So Fluffy Paradise. Man, I'm literally like struggling to type right now. Bear with me here.
I've been labeled as Mason the entire show on Twitch.
Well, I don't believe you are Mason.
I don't think I am either.
That'd be
but,
pretty weird.
After Topo Chicos, who knows?
That'd be pretty weird. All right, so Fluffy
I'm
Paradise.
Mason, and I think that anybody who watches this anime is dumb. No, he wouldn't say that.
Well,
He's very eloquent in his...
yes.
Mako's cleaning himself in the background!
Oh, yeah, he is.
Sorry.
There he is.
Got
He's very
distracted.
cute. You'll get to meet Mako in a month. All right, so there's this girl in Fluffy Paradise. It's an anime done by EMT Squared, which, I'm going to be honest with you, EMT Squared, they have done a fair amount of anime series at this point, but it's a lot of isekai stuff, so and this is also an isekai, so I think at least half their anime are isekais at this point. A 27-year-old girl named Midori dies working. So she has karasu. She dies from overwork, and she's reincarnated in another world, but before she dies, the gods bless her and say, your life has sucked ass, essentially. We're now going to give you a new life. We can't change your life expectancy, but we can make your life not suck. So they say, what do you want your special ability to be? What do you want to do in your new life? And this is literally what she says. She goes, I want to pet fluffy things. That's it. Literally just like that.
That's all
it.
you want?
That's it.
That's the bar you set for yourself.
That is literally what she says, and it's called Fluffy Paradise.
I think you need to go get Mock over this.
I think he's done with my shit, to be honest with you. I've now held him against his will twice. He's very...
he cleaned his ass for the last 2 minutes, so...
Mako is a cat that wants to be near you, but doesn't necessarily want to be held. Does that make sense? He will sleep in bed with us every night, but he doesn't want you to hold him for an extended period. It's kind of weird.
He has to be in charge.
Yeah, it's on his own terms.
Mm-hmm.
So this girl gets reincarnated as essentially a baby. She's reborn as a baby. She looks... Good Lord. I mean, if you look up a picture of this little girl, she looks about 4.
Reason when we were going over impressions, Cosmo was talking about your impressions, and he was insisting that the site said that this was a man reincarnated into a little girl to pet fluffy things. So
It's a woman.
I'm glad it's not that weird.
Yeah, it's a woman. So she gets reincarnated into this fantasy world where she predominantly is in this really rich family that has this like wild estate with all this like land with all these like places to have tea and all this, but there's also some animals on the property, including a lion. So she befriends this lion that's white, and it's all like amazing because it's like, oh, this lion could just eat the shit out of this little girl. But instead, the lion gets petted by the little girl and it likes her just fine. So she befriends this white tiger. It's a tiger. It's not a lion. I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie. This anime was so fucking moe that I literally couldn't get through more than an episode. I about gagged.
I'm surprised you put it on your list at all.
Well, I just listen. There's a lot of questions about how I pick my anime. I literally said no rom-coms, no slice of life, no comedies, and then I just picked the highest ranked ones after that.
I know, but like as the Pope, Mitsugi of the Church
I'm
of
lazy,
Mitsugi, the fact that you put a moe show on your list, I think it's grounds for excommunication, even for the Pope.
I just found a really hot anime figure of a cat girl for $220. You think it's worth it?
Why are you looking up such things?
Because my anime list is constantly feeding porn ads, essentially, of like these like bukkake, these figure bukkake worthy like anime figures. I don't. What the fuck do you want me to do? They're like in my face. I can't not click on it.
Ignore them.
I can't not click on it.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
You're a man. You're an I wouldn't say old man, but you're a mature
I'm only
person.
38.
You're an old man then.
Oh, fuck off. Anyway, this anime sucks. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know where it's going. It's just this little baby just petting things. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. It's just stupid. There's no way. I thought to myself, there's no way I'm going to get through 3 episodes of this, and I was absolutely correct. It was really tough to get through, and I watched this on a treadmill, and even that didn't make it easier. So it's failing.
The treadmill should fix all. What the frick happened?
I will say at the end of at the start of episode 2, she befriends a dragon.
Ooh.
And she's like, I've never petted scales before.
But that's not fluffy.
No, of course not, but it doesn't matter because it's anime. So they're having
It's
this
supposed to
like
be fluffy paradise.
they're battling in this arena, and a dragon shows up, and she goes, I'm gonna pet this dragon. And so she runs into the battlefield full of dragons and like soldiers and shit, and she just stands there and she goes, no, don't hurt him. And then she walks up to the dragon, and the dragon's like, the fuck is this little snack? And she goes, I'm gonna pet his nose. So she pets the dragon's nose. And since the dragon is in the cover art of the anime, I have to assume it becomes her friend. Happily ever after. Little baby has a tiger and a dragon. Fail. Terrible. Fucking ridiculous. What the fuck?
Okay. And just to like about my statement earlier about you being old because you're 38, I was just joking. Mitsugi's old not because he's 38, but because he's Mitsugi.
Listen, I'm told
so all
that
38-year-olds out there, you are not old. You are very, very young.
I'm told that when you hit 40, you're middle-aged. So I have 2 years left, and then I'm middle-aged. So until then, I'm going to say I'm young, so let's keep going.
Yes. Good plan. Good plan. Okay. So first up on my impressions here is, I believe, my number 7th pick. So it's bottom of the list. And yet, it plays to my heart. 7th time loop, the villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy. It's based on a light novel, of course, with a name like that. Done by Studio Kai and Hornets.
Is it
Directed
Hornets?
by Hornets. Yes.
Like, I'll sting you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Directed by Iwata Kazuya, who directed Love After World Domination, another one of my favorites, as well as Your Lie in April and Bunny Girl Senpai. Okay, so here's the story. Our main character, Riche, is a noble lady and was engaged to the prince of her country until he suddenly announces to everyone in public that he's annulling their engagement.
Come on, I'm drunk, and even I know that much.
Shut up. And her parents kick her out after this. So now destitute, Riche meets a caravan of merchants who teach her the tricks of the trade, and she's earning a living and she's enjoying it. But 5 years later, she's killed due to a war that's going on. And after that, she reawakens in the past at the moment where her engagement was annulled. Then she lives another 5 years while pursuing being an herbalist. It's like an apothecary of some sort. And is again killed by the war. And then the recycle repeats itself where she pursues a different path and is without fail killed by the war within 5 years.
No.
So now she's in her seventh loop. And she meets the prince of a neighboring country who proposes an engagement with her right after like her engagement is annulled. But he's also the guy that starts the war that kills Riche every time. And not only that, like in the sixth loop, so right before this point, he directly kills her in the previous loop. So now she has to use all her past life skills in order to live a happier life and also to avoid being killed by her new fiance. So that's what it means in the title that we mentioned earlier, the villainess is now married to her worst enemy. The whole term, though, villainess, it really does not apply here because she's not a villainess whatsoever. I think they only called her that because the reason why Riche was let go of her engagement to the what is that water or vodka that you're drinking? I think it's water. Hopefully it's water. Keeping hydrated, a hydrated king. You're really gulping it down. Oh my god, look at him go. Go, 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 go. Oh my god. That's insane, Mitz. I'm really impressed. Jeez.
I just drank like 30 ounces of water in one go. Listen, I've never been hungover in my life.
Because you chug like that with water?
Because I'll go to the refrigerator and pound 30 ounces of water in one go. It solves everything.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
I will now not get hungover.
Congratulations.
I like whiskey, though. I like whiskey and shooting pool a lot. We're going to do that.
Sounds like a plan. Anyway, back to the impression. Yeah, so she's only called a villainess because, like, the prince that she was first engaged to breaks off the engagement because he's lying about her, and that the girl he's with is, like, you know, passing around all these rumors that she's a bitch when she's absolutely not a bitch.
He does that?
He and the girl that he's getting on with. So they're scheming.
You gotta have respect.
They're scheming. They're passing around these rumors, even though they're not true. And they're making her out to be a villainess. But that doesn't even play a part in, like, the first 3 episodes that I watched. I don't know if it'll come up later, but the fact that they call her a villainess in the title of the show is kind of false advertising. Not that it bothers me. Like, it just give it a better name. Anyway, so Riche, main character. She's pretty interesting because she's had literally 7 different experiences in her life where she was first a merchant, then an herbalist, a scholar, a maid, a hunter, and in her last life, a knight. Sorry.
And I was gonna say she was a knife.
No,
Remarkable.
No. Yeah. Yeah. So, and she's not like starting from 0 and working up to this point. Like, she starts off, I think the Wikipedia page said that she was 15 when her engagement was annulled. And then she dies by the age of 20. But in those 5 years, in each of those loops, she gains so much experience doing each of these jobs. So with that, she has like surprising skills, and her personality is very like do it yourself, like not what you expect from a noble lady. But her main goal is in this 7th loop is to not perform any royal duties and to loaf around, which is kind of weird because she seems like a very like let's do things person. Like she doesn't seem like the type to just do nothing all day, and yet she keeps on saying like I want to loaf around. I don't want to do royal duties. And yet at the same time she's doing menial chores. Like she actually becomes a pseudo maid. Like she pretends to be a maid just to do some work, and it's just a little weird. The prince. It's stereotypical brooding prince type. You can imagine him. Black hair, the cape. After watching so many of these shows, the prince really does have the same character design. So he doesn't give any of the ladies the time of day.
Is he
but
hung?
Of course, he's enthralled by Riche. He does have ulterior motives though, because she tells Riche that she's more of like a political hostage than a fiance. Like he gets into engagement with her partially because he is interested by her, but also partially because she's from a neighboring country, and he's the guy that starts the war. So he's kind of like trying to play the game a bit here.
But is he hung?
I don't know. They didn't show that.
That sucks. What the fuck? Just fail it and
This
get
is
it
not
over
Gushing
with.
Over Magical Boys, okay? Like they're not going to show the dick.
It's very rare to even have magical boys at all.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anywho, of course, he's very like secretly caring and nice. But Riche knows over the past several loops that she's been through that he kills his own father. So that's surprising. And he starts the war every time. So she's confused by this mix between like he's really nice and caring now, but within 5 years he's become like a supervillain. So she's like wondering what's gonna happen between these next 5 years that's gonna make him be that way. So in conclusion, if you like enemies to lovers or reincarnated stuff, and especially if you actually watched why Ray Liana ended up at the Duke's mansion, you are going to love this, and vice versa. But here's the thing. It's not like reinventing the wheel. And yet, because I am me, I love this stuff. So I'll keep watching. However, it is not passing.
Uh-oh. So I have to find a fail. Okay.
No!
It's in the notes.
There we go.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
I got this. Okay.
I believe in you.
I got to pick up groceries and forage. I have to go hunting for dinner later. Okay? With my spear and my knife, I have to go
and
find
your
dinner.
whiskey in your brain.
It's so funny. Back in the day, people would go out and they'd find like an animal and they'd kill it and they'd skin it and eat it for dinner. And all I have to do for dinner is go like pick my phone up and dial a number. People are so pathetic compared to how they used to be. Life is so easy now. Okay, Gushing Over Magical Girls. Listen, we just watched 2 episodes of this, mostly. It's an anime about Utena. Let's see, what studio is this? Asahi Productions. They can't draw tits worth it, really goddamn. But what are they known for?
Can you draw better boobs, Mitsugi?
100%.
Prove it.
Oh, this studio has no good anime. Okay.
Surprising.
Okay, listen to me. This studio has 30 anime and 9 movies to their name, and the Gushing Over Magical Girls anime is the highest rated show on my anime list for this studio.
Good job. They're at their peak.
Utena Hiragi has always looked up to magical girls and fantasized about transforming into a cool heroine to fight the evil doers. So when a doll-like figure approaches her one evening, aka the Black Cat, claiming that she has magical power lying dormant within, she trembles in excitement, but her colorful dream is quickly shattered in an ironic turn of events when she transforms into a villain who wants to assault every magical girl with BDSM-type tactics. We just watched 2 episodes of this.
Yeah, we just watched that, so it's not a surprise.
pretty much on point.
The fact that
13
they phrase
episode,
it that way, though.
13 episode show. This anime is just wild in a sense. I mean, it's not as wild as like Harem Labyrinth or some of these, but it is pretty wild. It's a nice take on the magical girl genre. I enjoy the comedy and the absurdity of it. Magical girls have been in anime for a long time, since Creamy Mommy, like 50, 60 years ago. And they still exist today, which is remarkable. It's a very long history of magical girls. And this anime is passing because it's a fuck ton of fun. It's super silly. It is not to be taken seriously, and it has straight up balls. So
I didn't see any balls.
There were none. That's true.
So,
and Caroline herself said she's been desensitized by this podcast. We have ruined her as a human. She will never be the same again. And we may as well go down the same path. And
as long as it brings you happiness, Mitz.
I am so happy right now. And all I want is ramen at the moment.
Yeah, that'd be
ramen
good.
is good, even though it's terrible for you. And I'm going to pass this, and I don't need to give a full impression because we just fucking watched like 40 minutes of this.
Yeah, you kind of know what it is.
Yes. Now this is going to be a good story.
And believe it or not,
awesome.
this is a decently rated anime this season. It's not a pile of trash like most of my shows.
Well, the season is kind of trash.
It's not good. I was telling Caroline this morning that this season has, what did I say, 2 anime that aren't sequels that have a better than an 8 out of 10. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I also don't trust like early scorers. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, you know, whatever, but it's not good. This anime has a 7.6. That's probably good enough. And, you know, the ecchi fans need some representation. I'm here to help them. And I think Gushing Over Magical Girls is just dumb enough to hit that mark, so we're going to pass it. Caroline, back to you.
Okie dokie. So we are shooting up to my number 2 pick here with Yubisaki to Renren, otherwise known as A Sign of Affection. So here's the synopsis. Yuki Itose is a hearing-impaired university student whose world has been shrouded with silence since birth. She has lived in the same place her whole life and rarely interacts with others, save for her best friend named Rin. During her commute one day, she meets the silver-haired and multilingual Utsuomi Nagi, a mutual friend of Rin. Unlike most, Itsuomi is unwavering when he learns of Yuki's impairment. This, along with his experiences abroad, fascinates and touches her. After they part, her fondness of him starts to grow. A new world begins to open for both Yuki and Itsuomi as they learn about each other's different lives. This is based on a manga, and it's done by Aja Do, who did Ascendance of a Bookworm and Kakushigoto. And the director is Murano Yuta, who did Kakushigoto as well. And later on, I find out I'm starting the first episode of the show, and then the music starts playing, and I'm like, this music is familiar. I know who this is. It is Yukari Hashimoto, who also did March Comes in Like a Lion and Komi and Kakushigoto. So yeah, music automatically really good. So let's talk about like the characters. We got main character Yuki. She is very cute. Sheltered because of her upbringing. She was like brought up by a deaf school practically throughout her entire life. And then she starts thinking about the larger world due to her learning about Itsuomi's travels. Thankfully, this is like a major thing. She is not so timid that she actually communicates her interests in being in a relationship with Itsuomi in the first couple episodes. She also has a best friend that is trying to start a relationship with Itsuomi's cousin. That's Rin. So, yeah. And now they're kind of both pining after these 2 boys. And if you're comparing this show to A Silent Voice, one major difference is that Yuki, because she is the main character, she does narrate her thoughts despite not speaking because she has been deaf since birth. So then we have Itsuomi, the guy that she's pining after. Of course, because this is how it is. He is slightly
He's so
aloof.
perfect. I
he
speak
does
3
kinda show
languages.
him like the rose-colored glasses. He's kind of aloof, but he does show interest in Yuki and how she lives because he's a very worldly traveled person, but he hasn't really interacted with deaf people all that much. And apparently there is some reason why he travels so much, but he won't go into it. So I wonder why that is. He also has a longtime friend who is really interested in him, but he won't date her for some reason. So we got some competition. And he's picking up sign language after Yuki teaches him. So that's kind of cute. And then we have like Yuki's childhood friend, quote unquote, you would say. His name's Oshi, and he's known Yuki since childhood, of course, and he knows sign language, but he only talks to her to like tease or criticize her. And of course, you know, like, he obviously has secret feelings for her, but he's also ableist, and he wants Yuki to take more care about how she lives her life, to the point where he thinks that she should like stay in a bubble wrapped box. I guess. He's good intentioned, but he's also a major asshole.
Ishiomi?
No, Oshi. This is like the childhood quote unquote friend, but
the other guy who knows
really
sign language.
He's really such an ass. Like I don't appreciate his attitude. And people will say like, oh, but he's caring for her and he's like the childhood friend. But obviously like she'll just be like walking at 8 o'clock at night to go meet the boy that she's interested in. And he's like, you know, you shouldn't be meeting with him. He's probably just jerking off and blah, blah, blah. And like, he's like, and he's like, just so rude. And Yuki wants to open up her circle, her world a little bit that she's been so sheltered in. She wants to live like a normal person, which she can obviously do, but he's like telling her no, no, no. And he's not even that friendly to her. But it's gonna be a love triangle, I can already tell. So, and then there's a whole bunch of other characters, and they seem to have their own romance subplots that we'll get into later. So, as I mentioned before, music is good. Overall, I think it's really pretty. But here's the thing. The character designs are so freaking weird. Like, the girls look generally okay, but nearly all the boys, and especially Itsuomi, like the main guy, love interest, has a massive lower lip. Like, they have trouty mouths, if you get the Glee reference. It's so
Put a hook in
weird. Look it up, Mitsugi.
No, we commented about that when we were watching this.
Yeah. And Itsuomi is just generally not very attractive, even with the silver hair, which we have already, like, established that is apparently, like, the hot guy, the hot anime guy thing.
No, he's perfect.
Silver hair. Yeah, but, every single time they give, like...
I speak 3 languages.
No, he speaks more than... Well, he's learning a lot more, but... And he has, like, this massive scarf.
Oh, shut up, Pancake.
Huge.
Go to sleep.
Huge.
Pancake's in there shouting nonsense.
Was she shouting?
I have no fucking idea.
Pancake, get in here if you want to say something.
If you want to say some shit, come in here and say it with your chest, bitch. She's like, I'm sleeping. No, you're not.
Yeah.
You're shouting nonsense.
Yeah, so every time that they do, like, a pretty look, like, you know how they do regular animation, and then they do a pretty animation, or the pretty look. The pretty look kills me every time. I can't. I just don't. Yeah. However, all that aside, they do have quite a few cute moments together, and I'm interested to see how their relationship alongside Yuki's disability kind of develops, and how Yuki grows as a person as well throughout the experiences in this season. So I think I'm gonna pass it.
I don't think I've ever been this excited. You're excited? Feel these nipples.
I'm glad you said that, because Pancake would murder me if I didn't use my second pass on this anime.
Really?
Oh, she's already read the whole manga. She loves it. She diddles to it. She fucking loves it. Yeah.
She diddles to it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, I said it.
Great. Glad to know.
That's why she's screaming from the bedroom for no reason when she should be sleeping.
Tell her I failed it.
Caroline failed it. Yep, it's done.
Tell her
like,
I thought
"Are
it
you
was
fucking
shit."
kidding?
And I hate
And
his character so much.
She
that I
hates his
couldn't
big
pass-
lips. She said, "Nope, I'm dead fucking serious. I'm dead serious. It's done." Can you hear her?
I can kind of hear her screaming, but I don't know what she's saying.
She's losing her mind. All right.
All right, set her at ease. Tell her
She passed it. Go to sleep. You fucking crazy. What do I say? Crazy hoe.
I mean, Itsuomi does is very touchy with
He's
Yuki.
so
Like he
annoying.
keeps on patting her on the head like she's a dog. I mean, I guess it's kind of cute, but it's also
The only thing I
kinda
don't like
strange.
about this anime, Caroline, is that he's too fucking perfect. He's like, I speak 3 languages. I backpack in Europe. I have
with
a
a lip like
tattoo
that,
on my
he is
finger.
definitely not perfect.
He's fucking perfect. I have a tattoo on my finger. So I
The
have sign
tattoo is
language.
pretty
Blah, blah,
hardcore.
blah, 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 blah. That's the only
It's
thing.
like it shows that he's cool.
He's so overly yeah, whatever. All right, the next impression is that is definitely not the right anime. What the fuck? I copy pasted this into my anime list and it gave me the wrong anime. My instant death skill is so overpowered.
Oh wow, I can already tell this is gonna be top anime of the season.
No, it's not very good.
What? Really?
Believe it or not, it's not. The Japanese title is Sokushi Cheat ga Saikyo Sugite Isekai no Yatsura ga Marude Aite ni Naranai desu ga. My instant death skill is so overpowered, no one in this world stands a chance against me. Done by studio. There's no studio listed. I have no idea.
No one.
Anyway, so this guy, this anime is weird. Like, it's an isekai, but they wake up in a bus in the middle of nowhere in this green field, and everybody just starts to peace out and leave the bus. And then this one main character, whose name is Yogiri, has this skill where he can literally look at you and say "die," and then you just die. That's it.
Bang.
Boom. Bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
Okay. Now that that's out of the way, so this anime is pretty much ass. It's about as generic of an isekai as you get. He literally just looks at you and says "die," and you'll die. And that includes inanimate objects that aren't alive to begin with. So so in episode 3, he's fighting. Yeah, they're kind of fighting. There's a girl with a wand, and he's like, "Wand, die." And so the wand just breaks in half and falls on the floor. It's just ridiculous. Super stupid. In the third episode, the first 2 episodes are so inconsequential. They're just walking around town, getting mugged by villains, and then he just tells them all to die, and they die. It's just stupid crap. In the third episode, he runs into this character who's on the bus with him, and he has his ability is domination. So if his level or something is higher than another person, he can literally force them to become his slave. So he has this whole harem of girls. They're all hot, except the one that's a lolicon, of course. And they're all ranked and whatever. And so he has this whole very big ego, and he has this army of little girls helping him. But by the end of the third episode, he's dead, and half of the girls are dead, and their dominance has been broken, and they're all going other places. I honestly have no idea where this anime is going. I assume it won't be that long of a runtime. I'm not really sure, but honest to God, this is the most generic black-haired isekai protagonist anime since Realist Hero.
You're saying since Realist Hero?
Yeah, since Realist Hero.
I thought you liked it.
I didn't mind season 1 of Realist Hero because it at least tried something interesting, how do we market this food and make it whatever. But this anime is just literally this people just walk around, and there's a really cute girl character in it that doesn't get enough love. Her name's Tomochika, and she has this cute twin pigtails, and she's a cute character. And she's Yogiri's friend. But the anime is just him walking around saying, like, die to these people. Die, 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 die. This wand, this door, like, everything just die. And because of that, the biggest flaw of this anime is that a lot of the time, isekai, you really want to have good action in them. Like, sometimes Jobless Reincarnation had good action, ReZero, etc. But this anime is just like, everything is an instant kill. It's like watching One Punch Man fight, but without the punching. It doesn't leave a lot of action. And the story is totally inconsequential and honestly hasn't developed much at all through 3 episodes. And to be honest with you, this anime is not horrific, but in a season that has not a lot of good anime, this is right there in the mid category where I just don't see it really going anywhere. So it's an easy fail.
How about new?
I have a few isekai this season, and none of them are particularly good. So,
well, you really you really constrained yourself with
what,
your
by not picking
filters.
rom-coms? Oh, fuck
or,
off.
Slice of lives, romance, comedy, and slice of lives. You took all of that off, right?
Yeah, I eliminated rom-coms, comedy, and slice of life when I pick my shows.
Yeah, but those are the defaults of nearly every anime is slice of life or comedy. That's the default.
But I'm so tired of those anime. There's so many of them, and they make me so sad.
Whatever makes you happy, Mitz. But
all right, what's your next anime?
All right, so this is my last impression for today. I'm talking about Ishura, which was my number 3 pick. Mm-hmm. So here's the synopsis. In a world where the Demon King has died, a host of demigods capable of felling him have inherited the world. A fencer, a lancer, a rogue, a wizard, and an assassin, eager to attain the title of true hero, these champions each pursue challenges against formidable foes and spark conflicts amongst themselves. So this is based on a light novel. It is rated R, which I was kind of interested in.
Really?
By it's by Passion, whatever it's called, who did Ishizoku Reviewers, Miruko-chan, Wasteful Days of High School Girls, and Citrus. And it's directed by... Yeah, Citrus.
Yikes.
And it's directed by Takahashi Takeo, who did Spice and Wolf and Citrus, as aforementioned. And Ogawa Yuki, who did Miruko-chan and Fooly Cooly Progressive. Okay, so here's the deal. It's not often that I lose any and all interest in an anime within 30 seconds. But
wow,
I did it. I lost interest within 30 seconds. So it opens up with this really thanks. Just insanely dull-looking desert town with a bunch of CGI people. And there's this girl named Yuno. I guess.
You know what?
I guess she goes to some sort of magical school. I don't know. It's not really focused on. But there's this strange montage where she meets this other girl at school and they kind of like share glances at each other. No, it's not that Mitsugi. and like it doesn't even seem like they know each other, but like just randomly they just start sitting around and doing magic stuff, and all of a sudden this gigantic monster and smaller monsters just annihilate the city. And Yuno watches as her friend gets torn to shreds. Like, they're pulling her apart like Laffy Taffy.
Really? Like, for real?
Because it's rated R. Like, that's the only thing they have going for is the blood and gore. And they
Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, they just pull her apart like a piece of chicken.
Holy shit. Okay. Yummy.
Yeah. So, and yet, during all this, like, her friend's in danger. She doesn't even attempt to use magic to help her, and she runs for the hills. And she's, like, pursued by these, like, the smaller monsters. And for some reason, she chooses now to use some of her magic, and she was able to, like, dismantle one of them. And then she, like, breaks down. She's like, oh my god, I could have saved her. And I'm like, girl, you didn't even try.
You don't give a
great
fuck.
That you tried for yourself later, but you could have tried then. It's like, what are you crying about? So yeah, so I don't know how or why, but she's the only survivor. Like, she's not in any special position to get out of the city alive, but she manages to run for the hills, and she's not really being pursued by any of the danger that's around the city. She's the only person there. So I'm just like, what? Anyway, so she meets on the hill. She meets a swordsman that came from another world, Isekai, basically.
Of course.
I mean, not like full on isekai, like they're not saying like, oh my god, I was in Japan and now I'm here. But I think it just might be another dimension, kinda. I don't know. Yeah, so she meets him and he easily beats the gigantic monster just using like a rusted sword or blunted sword or something. And this thing is gigantic. It's like several stories tall. Yeah, so Yuno believes that he's the reason why the monster showed up. And so she freaking hates this guy. She's like, you're acting like this is fun. You're the reason the monster showed up. And you know what? Since I have nothing else to do, my city is destroyed and everyone's dead, I will accompany you on your travels. And secretly she's like, I'm just trying to find somebody to kill this guy because I hate him. And that's basically the first episode.
She doesn't hate him. She's a tsundere. She wants to ride on it.
Honestly, I don't even know if she's the main character of this show. Because here's the thing. As I mentioned, there's like 6 other characters that are mentioned in this synopsis, and none of them are her. And it seems like the rest of the upcoming episodes will introduce other powerful fighters one by one, which seems like a bore fest based on how the first episode went. And by my synopsis, it sounds somewhat interesting, but I am absolutely not interested. Yeah, I don't even know why it is, because there's just nothing in terms of like the story, the characters, or the production that makes me interested in this show. And yeah, I was just immediately turned off. Just no. I watched one episode, 30 seconds. I watched the full episode, but I already knew my answer at the start.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Get fucked. All right, this is the last impression, correct?
Yeah, that's mine. That's my last one for today.
Tales of Wedding Rings is my last impression by Studio Staple Entertainment.
The title of this show seems so stupid.
I never heard of this studio. They've only done 3 anime. They did, what the fuck? Jitsu wa ore saikyo deshita? All right, I'm not even going to look that up. The title of that translates as, in fact, you are the best. You were the best, I guess. And then there's Kekkon Yubi wa Monogatari, The Tale of Wedding Rings. Kinso no Vermeil. I can't retranslate that. What is that? Kinso. I don't know that word. I'm going to Japan in like 6 weeks, so I should know these words, but I doubt that's part of the vocabulary that I'm required to know. Tales of Wedding Rings. It's the story of Sato, which is the most generic Japanese name of all time, that has been in love with his childhood friend, whose name is Hime, which means princess, which is super generic also. And Hime is like this hot blonde chick. And after like 10 years of knowing each other, they get isekai'd. And they end up in this other world, where he finds out that he is the Yubiwa O, which means Ring King. The Ring King. And he has a ring, and basically he's summoned to this world with this hot blonde chick named Hime. And Hime is supposed to marry this other random person, but that doesn't happen. And she ends up running to Sato and saying and inviting him to marry her instead in this fantasy land. The good news about this anime is that Sato is kind of a solid dude. Like, he's not a pussy. So, like, he goes to, after, like, pitter-pattering around and not confessing to Hime, although it was obvious to us as the viewer, he finally goes to her in the fantasy land in episode 1, and he says, I love you. I've always loved you. You're not responsible for me being here in this fantasy world. I'm here of my own accord. I take responsibility. Basically, he acts like a man. He confesses. He puts her mind at ease and does all the right things, which is quite refreshing, actually. She gets isekai'd, and he kind of runs into the portal with her. So she blames herself for him being there. And then, but he tells her, I'm here because I love you. I ran into the portal myself. It's my own responsibility. You're not responsible. Anyway, they get married. And what you find out is that he's in this fantasy world where there are, I believe, 5 chicks that all will get married to him. And every time every time he marries some chick in this show, he gets another wedding ring, and the combined powers of the wedding ring, of the rings, will allow him to fight the evil in the world, blah, blah, blah. So the good news is he's not a pussy. The bad news is that it's a harem show, and the plot line doesn't really go very far in 3 episodes. So in the second half of the second episode and the third episode, they go to this kingdom of like the elves, where he's supposed to meet this chick whose name is, that's the main character girl. What is the elf chick's name? Nephritis Ramka. And she's not bad. She's tappable, but she's like a hikikomori. What's that?
Fuckable?
Yeah, she's fuckable. So the shut-in elf princess of the Kingdom of Wind has the next wedding ring, and he doesn't have that ring, and so at the end of the third episode, he still doesn't have her fucking hand in marriage. So here's how this anime is going. So there's, I think, 5 of these chicks, and after 3 episodes, he still doesn't have the second girl. So they're going to spend like 15 episodes finding all these fucking girls.
Oh, you're going to love My 100 Girlfriends. That's kind of the plot.
Oh, I can't wait. But, I'm not going to pass this anime because it's just not going anywhere. It's going to be 15 episodes where he has all the girls. There are nipples in this anime, as all of my anime seem to have nipples in them. But it's like not enough ecchi to make it interesting. So if you want to string us along with these ecchi shows, there needs to be a lot of ecchi. But your stories about why the Kingdom of Elves has this like wind tornado around it to protect it, and why the Nephritis girl is so shy, like, I don't give a fuck. Just, if you want us to stay engaged in an ecchi show, you have to give us ecchi. But giving us a really poorly drawn full frontal nudity shot of Nephritis just isn't enough. It's just not enticing enough. I've seen so much hentai in my life. I mean, I do hentai episodes. We're on like hentai episode. What the fuck episode is it? We were on hentai episode 231. So I've seen at least 230 hentai. Like, honestly, these studios that are doing this ecchi, they just don't cut it. Okay, give me some Studio T-Rex, and we'll talk again. But honestly, I just don't want to sit around for 15 episodes while he finds all 5 girls. It's just not bringing enough to the table. It's not moving quick enough, and it's just not enough ecchi to support it as an ecchi anime. So I'm gonna fail it because it's just not good.
How about new?
I think there are some plus sides to it. It's in the middle of the shows I have for my season. It's got a 6.7 on my anime list, which is not good. And it's got a lot of like still frames in it, so the animation is very poor. So I'm going to go ahead and fail it. I just don't think it's worth it. It doesn't bring enough comedy to be like a Gushing Over Magical Girls, but it's not ecchi enough to be like a Harem Labyrinth. It just doesn't do anything well enough. And so this one's failing. All right. Wow, so we got 2 passes this episode. And I think they're the right ones. Gushing Over Magical Girls is ecchi, but it's absurd and very funny. And I really want to see where the hell this fucking show goes because it's just so silly. I want to see how far they'll push the envelope with it. A Sign of Affection, Pancake's all like, oh my god, I love whatever the fuck, Izonumi or whatever the fuck. Oh, it's so cute, yeah. Although I think A Sign of Affection is a really cheesy title. It's definitely better than it's better than my shows, even though I find it a little boring.
You're going to say that? Oh, wow. Where did my voice go?
You going to talk some shit?
Yeah, I mean,
bring it on.
I'll be honest, Mitz, your list does not inspire culture.
This whole season sucks ass.
I mean,
come on.
Sucks better ass than your shows that you pick.
I happened to notice today that on our past fail document, there's an awful lot of immediate fails listed for Caroline.
Well, I mean, because there's only a couple shows I can even consider to pass.
That's because they suck. So many bad shows this season. You picked the right
I won't
anime.
say that Seventh Loop sucks.
I'm trying to give you a compliment. The anime you picked is the right choice. Okay? I've seen 3 episodes of it also. So, and I will watch all of it. I will watch all of it because my wife is indeed female. And she's Inozumi. Oh my god.
Itsuomi.
What's that? Whatever. His gray hair and his 3 languages and his backpack.
And his big lower lip, trouty mouth.
His trouty mouth McFish face. Anyway, so we passed the Sign of Affection and Gushing Over Magical Girls, which means we have 4 passes left to do. We got a couple more weeks of this, so we'll see what happens next week. Mason will be back next week, so he's gonna have a lot more. She's gonna have a lot of anime to do next week, so we'll have it'll be a lot of the Mason show. I hope Mason's having fun wherever he is. Caroline promised she didn't murder him. Is that right?
I won't promise, but I won't confirm.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, guys, this is the end of the podcast. If you want to support the show, aapodcast.com/join. We'll get you our hentai episodes. They'll get you our hobby addicts. They'll get you our after parties. They'll get you our show notes as well. So be a big fan of the podcast. Help us out. We are fan supported entirely. We would rather not run advertising. We choose to do that. People come once in a while. They're like, run these ads for us. I'm like, fuck you. We have fans.
Well, we don't say that. We don't say fuck you.
I'm a little more nice to them. But
we say no thank you. But thank you for reaching out.
I say I respect our listeners. I don't want to flood them with advertising. I'd rather just rely on
what we respect our listeners. We don't respect you.
That's right.
So get the frick out of our DMs.
That's what I just said. Get the fuck out. Okay. If you want to follow the podcast, you can do it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're at AAADiscord.com. If you want to follow the Discord, join the community. And of course, if you want to, wherever you listen to our podcast, you can leave us a 5-star review, which helps out. We recently broke 1,000 reviews on Apple Podcasts, which is, I think we're the second anime podcast to ever do that. So that's pretty cool. It did take a while, but I'm happy to be there. Thank you all for everybody who reviewed us on wherever you review. I respect you all. I think it's very nice to have that support. Next week, more impressions, and we're going to be doing our Naruto Trivia Throwdown, which is going to involve multiple members of the Discord. So again, if only you were on the Discord, you could compete in the Naruto Trivia Throwdown. So that's going to be exciting. So look forward to that next week.
And catch it live on Twitch, 5 o'clock EST.
You heard the girl.
You heard me.
Until next week, guys, I hope you have a wonderful week. Enjoy your anime, make the best of your day jobs, and we'll see you next Sunday. So until then, bye-bye.
See ya.